Hey everyone, and welcome back to Toy Picker Infinity's toy channel. And I've been gone for a little bit, summertime. The kids have been home out of school, so I haven't had any time much to play or shoot videos or do anything else. But I'm still alive, still here, still kicking. And today we're gonna be doing a little special video because I have a project that I'm working on for all of my robot fans. And so I have Goggle 5's box here in front of me because this has everything to do with the project. So y'all know that I own the actual Godaikin logo. I own the Bullmark logo and the Godaikin logo, and I have permission from Bondi to use the Popy logo. And I've made shirts and hats. Well, I've decided to step into the next project. And the next project is we are going to attempt to reproduce the Godaikin boxes. Right now on my Instagram at Infinite Godaikin, I'm taking votes to either do them in the original jumbled sizes or more of a conformed size where the sizes are much closer, because you know a lot of the robots can go in all of the same boxes if the foam was a little more concise, but they're in all sorts of different size boxes. So people that display stuff and want to display their boxes, the boxes are always kind of a jumbled mess because they're all sorts of different sizes. And so I've decided to experiment with doing some of the sizes that are closer. So all of the mid-size robots like Goggle 5, Sun Vulcan, and all of these guys, to have them be closer in size. So one of the things I gotta do to start getting the artwork is break down the boxes. And yes, I have my cutting tools here, but we're not gonna cut up the box. The boxes are gonna have to be scanned flat in order to create the new boxes, so we can get all the sides and all the artwork correct. And so I do have to break the boxes back down to flat. So it's just a matter of cutting the glue on the back to break the box back down. So I'm gonna do this right now without any editing and talk to you about this. So I took Goggle 5 in first because Goggle 5 or Sun Vulcan or even Dynaman, those boxes kind of run in about the middle size for all of our between 10 and 14-inch boxes. Those robots and all of their accessories can fit on the inside of a similar box. So I decided that we're gonna pick one of those, and that's what we're gonna work on. We're gonna go off of those. So I have the voting going on Instagram right now, and you can put your input in. Now, I mean, I'm still probably gonna make the final decision because, one of the other things is it has to do with cost too. Now, there's 28 different robots, not including the carriers. So if you have 28 different robots, not including the carriers, I'm gonna have to find 28 different sizes of boxes. The carriers all seem to go in relatively the same size box, so that's not gonna be too difficult. But we'll see what happens with the carriers. And I'm not going to run these forever. I've kind of tried to do that with my t-shirts and signs, and for some reason, a lot of people were requesting, man, it'd be cool if there was t-shirts and signs, and well, I made that happen, and they still aren't selling all that great. Probably because I don't have a lot of time to just pour into marketing and stuff, because I do have 2 young children, and I would love to pour more time into it, but I don't. And one of these days I will. But this project kind of can go by itself, because I'll actually have a company here in town doing it and helping me put are basically doing the boxes for me. I just have to give them the artwork and all that stuff, and supply the boxes, break them down, and supply the art. And then they are going to redigitize the boxes. And so the boxes will, I don't know how the artwork's going to come out with like all the discrepancies inside the box. They could cover all that and digitize all that, but I actually like the scrapes and the bumps and all that kind of stuff. Now, a big chip like this, they're going to fix, but the edge wear and stuff, I kind of like how the Star Wars repro packages are done, where they actually have kind of the damage it's actually printed on there. It's not real damage. And I think it would be cool just for the nostalgia, because these are so, the robots are so old, to have the boxes look a little dinged up, but not rips and tears and that kind of stuff. No way. But you know, but also again, in cost, it'll save in cost digitizing these, because I mean, I'm doing this all by myself. There's no one putting money in or anything like that. I'm doing this for the fans, so it's all coming out of my own pocket. You know, maybe if I make good money off them, I could digitize into perfect versions where they have no blemishes or nothing on them, and they look absolutely pristine. But they'll look that way anyway. They'll just have the edgeware graphics and that kind of stuff on them, but they're going to turn out looking pristine. So that's the project, my friend. The project is to reproduce the boxes, and it'll have a new top. So we'll get a new lid. We'll get the window lid. They'll be able to do the window. The bottom box with the handles. The handles will be included. The only thing that we're trying to figure out is the foam, because we can't get the styrofoam anymore, and that's really hard to cut and do because you actually have to mold this stuff. And so we're looking at more of a soft foam. One of the problems with this original styrofoam, even though people are going to be like, oh, but that's part of it, the original styrofoam tends to rub the parts. There always tends to be rub marks and scratch marks on the vehicles. So one of the things I've always wished is there was softer foam in there, so that's what we're gonna do. Kind of like the foam in gun cases, where it's a little softer. It still holds everything really tight, but it's a little softer. And so that's probably how we're gonna do the new foam. And it's also really easy to cut. So the company, you know, they can actually cut the shapes really easy in softer foam, and it won't be such of a hassle or make a big mess. The other thing that'll be coming is new booklets. All of the new boxes will come with brand new instructions or booklets. So if you have Goggle 5, you get a Goggle 5 booklet. If you have a Bioman, you get a Bioman instructions, which is black and white. So whatever color it originally came in, that's what you'll be getting. Now, like Goggle 5, is it gonna come with the cards and stuff? I don't know. But that's something I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about for like Dynaman and Goggle 5, reproducing the cards, because on both of my sets, I have mint set cards. They've never been opened. And so maybe it's time to bust them out and open them. And that's the purpose, is I can also make new cards for the sets. But that's up to you guys. You guys are gonna have to go on Instagram and not only vote for which type of box you want, but you can also leave me some details or some thoughts, because you guys are also the collectors. You know, I'm doing this not only because I want to and because I can, I'm doing this for you guys. And you know, that I'm not even asking for any money or anybody to do any backing or anything like that. I mean, I guess I could have done some sort of backing, but I've never done or asked anything like that before. So, you know, I'm just gonna try to figure out if I can do this on my own and make some boxes. So they're going to be in probably a limited run. I'm not going to run them all the time, because with my t-shirts and hats, it just hasn't worked out to run them all the time. So I might make it more of a limited run. I do plan on doing all 28 robots and the 4 carriers. And then Bullmark, I'll start with Bullmark once I get some more Bullmark robots. I don't have a lot of the Bullmark robots, but those that I do have, I can reproduce the boxes. And so I'll be able to do that. A question that I already had online is, well, how can you tell it from the original boxes? Okay, so here we have it all flat. It came out really good. I didn't cut or tear anything. So this is how it's got to be scanned, is flat. So that's good. But how do you tell that it's not the real thing? Well, one, if it goes to the more standardized sizes, instead of 28 sizes, there's only going to be like 12 sizes of boxes. So that's one thing. The new boxes will also be dated to current date because that's the way the law works. You have to date things currently now, especially in the state of California. So all the dates on them, it'll be date stamped, 2019 or 2020 whenever they roll out. I'm hoping to get them rolled out. If I don't get them rolled out this year, they'll be rolled out by the beginning of 2020. And then the other thing that I can't do is I can't use, even though Bondi gives me permission to use the Popy symbols, I don't have permission to use their logo. So this logo will be missing on the box. The Bondi America will be missing on the box. Okay, so I don't have that. And then like anything like this, like prices and all that kind of stuff, that's all going to be taken off. I'm going to take those off here. And so that'll all be removed. Okay, but these boxes will look as close as they can to the originals. We've already did a test scan on the artwork and it actually came out pretty nice. So that is going to hopefully work out for all of you guys, and the box will come out. And of course, as I'm doing Goggle 5 is going to be one of the first that I do. And then I will do all the rest. And I will be doing all of them. Every single box there is, I am going to be doing all of them for all of you guys. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the window below. Do not forget to go to Instagram and put your input in, put your vote in, and let me know. I'm running that for an entire week. So at Infinite Godaikin on Instagram, or you can even leave your opinion here and leave a vote here if you want to, because I'm just going to tally them all together. And then we'll figure out how we're going to do the boxes. But again, the jumbled size boxes, if I keep them to the original size, it's going to cost more. Not only for me, it's going to cost more for the buyer to get a hold of a box versus the more standardized sized with all the new artwork and everything. But leave your questions and comments and enjoy, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. All right, thanks. Bye, guys.